Megatron. Welcome, Megatron.
Who said that?
I am your master, and I have summoned you for a purpose.
Nobody summons Megatron.
That it pleases me to be the first. I will give you a new body and new troops.
And
nothing. You belong to me.
I belong to nobody.
Behold, Galvatron.
Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to the Crime Seeker Reviews channel. And this time we have War for Cybertron Kingdom Leader Class Galvatron. As you can see here. My apologies for the long introduction. I always wanted to do a Megatron transition to Galvatron presentation. So yeah, here he is now. So it's Galvatron this time. As you can see, it's a pretty solid figure, really good figure. Doesn't have much gaps or hollow parts. Pretty solid and everything. The plastic quality is very nice. As you can see here, even his back is well fitted. It doesn't have any much kibble coming out of his back, except for the wheel treads that's positioned in the back, which is pretty normal for Galvatron. As you can see here. And he's got those paint weathering apps that's been with Siege, so I guess they've used it here with Galvatron. He's got a very nice G1 head sculpt. Doesn't look lame. Very nice. It's painted in silver. Yeah, so except for these weathering parts, I'm okay with this guy. So with that, as you can see here, there's the hollow part on the arms. But his wrist also rotates. And he's got some hollow parts underneath his hands as well, but it's not a big issue. As for the shoulder pads, you can also move them, but it's basically angled this way. Now with regards to the shoulder, as you can see here, he's a bit lower, but if you rotate him and have the back part of the shoulder facing upwards, you add a little bit of millimeters to its height. So I think I prefer him better having his shoulder inverted like this. And with the backpack, if you are very particular with waist swivel, you could move it up a bit if you want to, but it's really not a big issue. It still rotates as it is. Whoops, and I dropped the gun. So yeah, so based on my observation here, Galvatron's better with this shoulders facing up like this. So it doesn't look awkward like having those gorilla arms, like it's drooping down or kind of lanky. It comes with some accessories as well. This is with chain Autobot Matrix of Leadership and 2 pieces of guns that looks like the spaceship that was provided by Unicron in the movie. So with these 2 guns, you can also attach them together like this. So they're very much pretty identical. You can clip them together like this. If you wanted to, just have him hold it. And just put him here. And what? I dropped it. Sorry about that. Slippy fingers. So yeah, you can attach the guns like this. Put them together. Or you can have both hands hold them like this, because they're identical. And that's about it with the accessories of Galvatron. And as you can see here with his guns, they pretty much look like the ship that was provided by Unicron to Galvatron and his army. So maybe you could use that as props for your Unicron figure as well. And as for these 2 guns, you can also attach them in the back if you want to keep them there. Just keep them stashed in the back. You can attach it from those pegs there, so you can see here, although he pretty much shows that he's got a lot of kibble with it if you put him in the back, but yep, it works, it holds there. So I guess that's where they intentionally made him, to be kept on his back. And for height comparison, comparing him with Voyager class Hot Rod and Leader Class Kingdom figure Ultra Magnus. You can see here with the height, he's a little bit shorter compared to Ultra Magnus, but way taller than Hot Rod. And Ultra Magnus and Galvatron are both heavy looking figures. And here he is with his minions, or his army, his troops, with Cyclonius the warrior and Scourge the tracker. I think I need more Scourge for some sweeps as well. So yeah, here he is with Scourge and Cyclonus. And with that, you can also adjust Cyclonus, do it yourself if you wanted to, like adjust his height. You just have to move the part of the legs to the rear, away from the knee, and it will give him a sizable or better height with Galvatron, as the way they are in the animation as well. So yeah, and with Scourge, he's still small. Sorry about that.
And these shall be your minions.
And here he is with Megatron, Voyager class Megatron, and Voyager height Optimus Prime Netflix version. So yeah, so you can see the height differences here, and he doesn't look really that awkward anymore compared to the first pictures that we saw in Instagram, where everyone thought he looks kind of short, or like he's got awkward proportions of his body, but he's not. He's pretty good. So now let's take out his accessory, the Autobot Matrix of Leadership. And now let's look into his articulation. So first we start with the arms. So let's start with the head then. Okay, so the head rotates, looks up a bit and looks down a bit, so because it's in a ball joint connection, and it's got that pretty G1 face as well. Then the arms rotate, and the elbows fold in a double hinge, elbow hinge, so it folds pretty well. Well, because of also its transformation. So there. Let's remove his arm cannon for a while. So he's got waist rotation in a bit, because the holster kind of touches the backpack on the rear, and his legs move forward, and his knees fold as well in 90 degrees, and also his legs moves backward. He's got thigh rotation and some ankle rocking, a bit of ankle rockers like that, but no tilt, no ankle tilting though. So there. It's got bicep rotation as well, wrist rotation, as you can see here. So he's got good articulation, like most figures nowadays, modern figures. So now I'm going to show you how to transform him. So first we spread his shoulders and arms outwards like this to get them out of the way. Bring this side of the backpack down and untap these sides of the shoulders like that. So see here, spread both shoulders wide like this, spread them apart, and then bring out this part of the back, open it up like that. So sorry, you can see it. But that's where you rotate this part of the torso, front of the torso, where you put the head inside of it, hide him in, and then you close it back once again, and that part of the chest will be underneath this cylinder, and just clip it in there, and then in a 90-degree angle you push it forward to the waist part of the robot, and then you slide back the legs to the back, as you can see here, and then get these holsters out of the way. I don't know if you call it holsters, but yep. And then you swing back the backpack once again. This will serve as the sights for the cannon. So yep, and then slide this legs and then rotate it on its sides in a 90-degree rotation, so you could bring out this part of the legs, and this will be like support for the cannon. There, then the other leg as well. Bring that out. Oh, and don't forget to hide those heel support, because you're not going to use it here. So you fold this heel support, and then you clip the legs together. Oh, that's something is getting in the way because of this purple part. Yeah, there. So you clip the legs together and angle it like this, and you snap it with the rear part of the backpack, and there. These snaps together as well. So we're almost there now. Let's just get these holsters out of the way. Supposed to be facing forward. No, facing forward. Ah, wait a minute. Okay, there you go. Face it forward. There you go. And then you slide in these part of the shoulders around its cylinder body. And then you fold the arms. There's a peg there that holds the arms together and the shoulder together. Then don't forget to hide the hands or the wrists inwards like this. Then you tab it together once again. And once it's tabbed together, this is the front part of the shoulder it's supposed to be. And then you tab the tread wheels on the side or on the bottom of the elbow. So that's where it all fits in. So you just have to make sure that they're aligned together. So there's a peg there that holds it once again. Peg it there. Then put these on the shoulder or the elbow part. And make sure they're all tabbed in together. It's got that 45-degree angle into it. And this for the black part of the shoulders, like the shoulder pads. This is where you will attach and hold it with the holster. Because there's a tab that holds it there as well. Hold on a minute, I'm just fixing the angle of this part of the legs of the cannon. So with the gun you have to separate it from the tip and from the main body of the cannon will serve it. You have to put this in the back part of the cannon, like it serves as the sights as well, like that one. Then with the holster, you clip this in the shoulders. There. So there you have Galvatron in his alt mode. Now as for the two guns, you can also attach him in his alt mode. And there's a peg here that holds it right in the barrel. There. There's a peg there, the hole there, and you peg it in there. So you can attach it on the sides of the cannon of Galvatron, and there you have it. Then you just put the matrix of leadership, the chain matrix of leadership on there. And you can also do this with a blast effect for Galvatron, attach it on the tip. And we're going to use one of his favorite target practice figures, which is Starscream. Megatron, is that you? Here's a hint. And here he is with Siege Megatron. For size comparison, as you can see here, is really a big cannon, or like a howitzer, compared to Megatron as a tank. There you go. I don't know if I can put them side by side together. It will fit in my screen. Yeah, and they both roll nicely. It's got those wheels underneath. So there. So he's got wheels underneath, as you can see here. There are those treads as well, and in the back. It's got small wheels that you could make him roll in a way. And yep. So everything's holding up pretty well. And then you can also adjust the rear if you want to make him look more like a tank. Just lift up the back part. Oh, lift this part of the back there and fold this there. And he's like like a tank. So but still rolls. So there you have it. So do you want me to show you how to transform him back to his original robot mode? Unless if you don't want to, you can skip this part of the video. But yep, you can transform him back to his robot mode. As you can see here, we first remove this cannons or guns accessory. Flip this part of the legs once more and unpeg both legs. And unpeg this part of the holster and shoulder that keeps it together as well. And spread those part of that shoulder. And then rotate the leg part in 90 degrees. And then flip this inwards onto the legs once again. And bring out the heel support. Just don't forget. Okay, but you could do these later on afterwards. But since we're doing the part of the legs, we're doing it now. So then you fold these part of the purple sides of the legs onto the back. Peg it there. It's got a peg that holds it there. And then you bring out this part of the backpack over. Spread them out as well like that. Straighten them out the sides as well. And then fold the torso once again and clip it with the backpack. And then bring out the legs once again and bring out the head out of the torso and rotate that chest outwards as well. And clip it there. Then clip this part of the back once more. That pretty much holds it in. There you go. And then you have to tab the sides of the shoulders. I'll get these holsters out of the way for now. So you tab this into this part of the shoulder. So as to avoid any gaps. And then there's a tab there that also holds it. So there really are no gaps. It just looks like it has some gaps, but it doesn't really have one. Because that part of the chest doesn't really move around. And then you bring out the arms once again. Bring these wheel threads to the back. And then untab the shoulders and the arms in the forearm. Then bring out the wrist. Rotate this part of the shoulder once again, just to add height. And do the same on the other side. So there, as I've shown before. And there you go, we have Galvatron. Let me just adjust the video angle on this one. Oh, there. Sorry about that, guys. So there he is in Galvatron once again. And put his cannon back. Arm cannon. And there you have it. Now, as with the blast effects as well, we're going to put him on his cannon as well. You could do that. And have some blast effects as well. So there. So I think I pretty much covered it with this figure. So I think, yeah, you can also attach the cannon on the side of his forearm or on the top of his arms as well. And it's got those pegs underneath his feet there. So I think that pretty much covers it, everything. Oh, and I'd like to thank Fortress Maximus Prime, my friend who provided me with the Unicron images for the introduction. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my video once again. And until next time.